Hi guys, Rich Bassini, your YouTube vlogger and creator. You know, I'm a person that is very curious by nature. When I started this YouTube channel back in 2013, I had no idea what it was going to be about. I had friends and relatives come up to me and say, "You're starting a YouTube channel. What is it going to be about? You know, what's your topics going to be? How are you going to come up with content on a daily basis or weekly basis, whatever?" And I told him, I said, "Listen, I go, I'm winging it. I don't know what it's going to be about just yet, but I'm going to wing it, okay? And sometimes people fall into situations by accident. My channel isn't successful. I mean, I don't consider it successful. Yeah, I got over 1,000 subscribers. It took many years to get there, but for the most part, it was a lot of hard work. A lot of hard work. Putting in the time, you know, coming up with ideas as far as like what kind of videos I'm going to put out there. Are people even going to watch them? Whatever. I talked about this in other videos, you know, prior to this. I mean, right now, over 1,000 videos. It does, and that's another thing too, people. It doesn't mean just because you have 1,000 video, well, over 1,000 videos, or whatever, you gotta have 50 to 100, whatever. It doesn't make you a YouTube guru. Well, not me anyway. I have to speak for myself. I'm sorry. But anyway, what I like to do on this channel is bring attention to people who are thinking about starting a YouTube channel. Well, for instance, let's look at mine. Let's go to my homepage. This is my homepage. Okay, nothing fancy. Just says my name, online reseller, entrepreneur, vlogger. Now, some people may say, well, you have to put it all like that there, but if you look at the bottom of it, it says help, inspire, and share. That's what I want. That's what I want to do, people. I want to help, inspire. I want to share people, you know, share information with people. And sometimes people don't realize things until somebody else brings it to your attention. I don't know if you had that happen to you, but it happened to me many a times. And the title of this here, of this particular video, I don't know if it's going to be the full-fledged title because I might change it as I go along, but it's making a living on YouTube. Now, I was watching a creator named Matt Koval, and he was talking. He did a video, and I'm going to, you know, bring you to that thing. I'm going to give you his link to check it out. It's only, I think, between a 4 or 5 minute video. It's How Long Do Creators Last? That's the title of it. And in his video, he puts out there between 5 and 7 years. Okay. Now, here's the question. Are you going to make a living out of YouTube? I mean, can you make an actual career out of it? You know, where you could say, hey, you know what? I'm doing YouTube full time, and this is my gig. I'm going to make money with this here. I'm going to do this from now until I can't do it anymore. You know, what is your ultimate goal with this here? Now, I think about it. I'm a small YouTube creator. Be honest with you, the little amounts of money I'm making is little. I mean, it's little. Plus, I'm an older person. I'm probably a lot older than most of you people who follow me on my YouTube channel. And, you know, not making anything off this here. You know, I'm not making money like Casey Neistat's making, or Mr. Beast or PewDiePie, whatever. These guys are successful celebrities, YouTube celebrities, as far as I'm concerned. Okay? And they're making a very good income, I'm sure, off it from, you know, AdSense, your YouTube AdSense. Plus, they got their own brands. They may be selling merch and so on and so forth. And that's the thing with this type of business. You got to branch out. You can't just depend on AdSense. Although some people can make a very good living with AdSense, depending how many followers you have. Now, I don't know if I'll ever see millions upon millions of subscribers. Maybe you might. I don't know if I will. I don't know. You know, it took me years to get my channel to hit 1,000 subscribers. It took years. And then there's some cases where there's people that have less time into YouTube, and they're surpassing 1,000 subscribers, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, even in some cases within a year. Some may even hit 1 million subscribers. And you know, with that comes a lot of views. With the views comes the AdSense and so on and so forth. You could do, again, one thing parallels into another. I don't have merch. If you hit my YouTube channel, you'll say I don't have merch yet. I'm thinking about it. You know, I'd like to start a Patreon account. I don't know if I qualify for it, you know, where some people could, you know, donate to my YouTube channel to help support it, to keep me going with this here. But for the most part, I just want to throw things out to you guys, just to give you, you know, just to put it out there and put a little bug in your head to make you think, like, hey, you know, is this what I'm going to achieve in my life? Is this going to be my YouTube quote unquote career? Okay. And you know, I typed in over here, you know, what is a career span on YouTube? Again, I do these things because I'm a curious person by nature, and you know, sometimes it takes a person like me to bring these things out to people, make it think, you know what? I mean, you know, I love YouTube. I do love YouTube, but is it going to be able to support me in the near future, when my late 50s or 60s or whatever? How long am I going to be doing this for? I'm going to be doing this for the next 30 years, 40 years? Who knows, right? But anyway, it goes on to say here, all right, I typed in, what is the career span on YouTube? On YouTube, usually you're only relevant for 3 years. Now, this is them, okay? 3 years, and then it goes, then you kind of like dim. You dim down. He said, I don't know who we're talking about. He said, it's not me. Mostly after 3 years, people turn to brand deals and stuff like that to maintain their income. Having a YouTube career means being self-employed, registered business, and dedicating most of your time to it every day, which is true. Okay, I do. I try to devote a lot of time to see. I do research, and you know how I came across this when I was watching vidIQ with Rob, and he was talking. His title was "I Have Some News," and he was talking about the changes that's going on within him, with what he's going to be doing and stuff like that. I don't know if to me it sounds like, if you watch that video, it sounds like he's going to take a little time off, but I think he wants to do something, like he wants to create a new studio or something like that there. And he had me baffled at one point. I thought he was going to, like, you know, eventually, you know, be away, you know, be done with vidIQ, but that's not the case, not the way I'm interpreting it anyway. But anyway, that's what I want to talk to you guys about, okay? And then the other thing, like I said, is with YouTube, building a brand is very important, okay? But coming out, what I always say, is with good content. And if you watch this video here with Matt Koval, this is the one. I'll drop the link below. I really recommend you check it out. It's only 4 minutes and 40 seconds long. Matt Koval, I don't know if he still works for YouTube, but I know he was in the, you know, that YouTube, I think they had on site creators something. Well, this one here says creative dynamics. I don't know if this is his own thing. He left YouTube or not, and he's starting his own YouTube channel, but he puts out good information here. I subscribe to his channel. As you can see over here, I'm subscribed, and I hit the bell there. I get all the notifications here when he puts them out, as you can see here. Okay. Yeah, I have that. I subscribe to his channel. I like Matt Koval. I think he's good. If you ever watch the 10 fundamentals of YouTube, something like that, I think I did a video once before that. He talks about that there. You got to check that one out as well. I'll drop the link. If I don't forget, I'll drop the link to that one as well. But here he talks about how many years does the popularity of the average online video creator last. And he talks about 5 to 7 years. And if we advance the video over here, I'm not going to play because, like I said, I don't want to get any community guideline strikes, whatever. But if you look over here, it says a typical lifestyle, right? A cycle, create a life cycle. And then he goes on over here. He does I don't know if he has some guest on there. And then what's the other one over here? I'm trying to right here. Let's get this here. Right over here. Now, it says over here, why 5 to 7 years? Fame is fleeting. Show formats get stale. Creators become exhausted. It's an emotional roller coaster. Algorithms prioritize views, whatever. Okay, viewers. All right. This is what Matt's bringing out. Okay, and it made me think. This afternoon here, I was sitting here thinking about it and watching his video. I was watching vidIQ with Rob on there, and I said to myself, you know what? Why not do a video myself, put something like this out there? I mean, I know these guys have it out there, but I said to myself, the people who do follow me, subscribe to this channel, why not put it out there and share it with people? Open up your eyes and see what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty important that you look into these things here, folks. I mean, think about it. These are things we don't think. We get up every day, we go about our everyday life, and we do our business and stuff like that. Whatever, we go about our daily life and do what we have to do. But when it comes to things like this nature here, like creating a YouTube channel, I myself think about, because like I said, I'm a lot older than a lot of probably you guys over here on my channel, and it makes me think myself, you know, I'm not really doing anything really phenomenal with my YouTube channel. I mean, it's not making me tons and tons of money where I can go out and, you know, buy expensive things. I don't have that. I don't have that income come in. Then the other thing is people talk about residual income, you know, or you know, evergreen. Well, on YouTube they call it evergreen. Like you have old videos that might bring in new subscribers. It might help you get more views, and therefore with the more views you may get, you know, more revenue from AdSense or whatever. And you know, there's a lot of little variables with this here. But as far as like people actually quitting their jobs and saying, I'm going to do YouTube full time, just like when I'm also an eBay seller. I've been with eBay for what, 22 years now, and you know, I used to listen to the eBay radio, and I would hear people come on in, have guests come on there, and they would tell them, I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to do eBay full time, you know. And I'm sitting there, so I had a full time job. I used to listen on my days off, or at nighttime after work. I would listen to the replays. And I'm saying myself, after I'm listening, I said, I have a full time job. I got a pension, this, that, and everything before I got laid off from my job back in 2016. But back then, I was thinking, I said to myself, are these people for real? They're gonna quit their job where you got steady benefits, paid health care, sick days, whatever, vacations, stuff like that. You're gonna give all that up to sell on eBay, right? Now, I'm not knocking eBay. Like I said, I've been on eBay 22 years, on and off, okay? And believe me, folks, I have to be honest with you, that's been an up and hill battle going up and down with as far as with sales. I mean, I'm not making anything really good with them. I'm a small volume seller as that, you know, on that as well. But it is what it is, okay? So people might say, well, so you're doing eBay and YouTube at the same time. Well, yes and no. Yeah, I am. Basically, I guess you can say, I was going to say yes and no, but no, it's true. But the thing is, with eBay, it's slow. So when it's slow, I have more time to devote towards my YouTube channel, which I want this channel to grow. I'm happy with the subscribers I got, and I'm grateful that you guys subscribe to me and you're sticking with me through thick and thin. I really do appreciate that. But my subscriber base goes up and down, just like the sales on eBay. They go up and down, right? I gain a couple of subscribers, I lose a couple. It is what it is, folks. You know, there's nothing set in stone, so to speak. Well, of course, there's that old saying, there's two things that are guaranteed in life is death and taxes, right? Which is true. Let me just get a little swig of water here. But otherwise, I think about this, and you know, it gets a little concerning. It really does. It gets concerning because I say to myself, geez, you know, suppose I devote a lot of time to this here, and it's not getting me anywhere. I can't make a sustainable income from it, you know, and I'm not saying this to shatter anybody's dreams. If anything, I want people, and I want to encourage you to start a YouTube channel and stuff like that. And you know, that's the thing. I know it sounds like I contradict, but people follow me on my YouTube shorts say, "Oh, you're always talking about building people up and starting a YouTube channel," and I do, and I will continue to do that. But at the same time, there's always a flip side to everything too, folks. Okay. You know, not everything's all peachy, creamy, rosy, posy there. You know, we got to think about these things. You know, a lot of people have these great expectations. I do. I still do. I'm an optimist more than a pessimist. But I think at the same time, you know, hey, where am I going to be the next 5 or 10 years? You know? Really. I mean, I don't know what the outcome is going to be with YouTube. I mean, I don't know how many people can subscribe. I don't even know if I'll ever achieve the 100,000 subscriber mark. If I could hit that, you know, within my lifetime being on this here, that would be awesome to hit, you know, hit that, get that silver play button. I'd like to get the gold play button too. If we, you know, when you hit 1 million subscribers, I don't know if that's ever going to happen. I might never see that in my lifetime. Who knows? It depends how fast my channel grows. Depends if the people like the content I put out. They like me as a creator, and that's the other thing too. You know, when I'm looking at here, that's this little thing here that Matt put up here on his channel here, why 5 to 7 years, and he's got fame is fleeting. Show formats get stale, right? Creators become exhausted. It's an emotional roller coaster. Algorithms prioritize viewers. So that's the thing that gets off, you know, that trips me off, and say to myself, he's got good points there. It's true. I mean, if you can't come up with good content on a daily basis, why would people want to watch your videos? Think about it. I mean, but then again, if you think about, I wrote over here on a piece of paper here, I always keep a pen and paper with me, and I always talk about the celebrities, the sitcoms. Now, they say the average sitcom, from what I was told, is usually 10 years. It's a 10-year run. If you think about, I like Seinfeld, and Seinfeld, if I understand, it was 10-year run, right? From the time he started to the time it ended, it was usually a 10-year run. Why? I guess they feel it gets played out. After a while, it gets played out. You can only talk so much about stuff, right? I mean, you got it's almost the same format with a different spin on it, right? But what people don't realize, even though it's a 10-year, life cycle with those sitcoms, think about it. They're still getting royalties for the reruns that play. I mean, if you ever look at, I didn't do research on that there, but if you ever look at the royalties that these celebrities get from these sitcoms, all of them do. Like I said, all the cast, and I'm sure all the cast in Seinfeld, they're all making money off of the royalties, right? Every time, because they have the reruns, they're on television, even though the shows are ended, right? They're getting royalties. I'm sure they're getting some nice royalties too from that there every time it keeps playing, right? Now, that's the thing. I'm trying to interrelate the two with even like with YouTube, like with evergreen videos. They call them evergreen. Where evergreen videos, supposedly they're old videos, but they still get views and stuff like that, And in some cases, maybe it may drive a subscriber or two. Who knows, right? But in regards to this here, I know people say, well, you really can't relate the two, like a celebrity, a sitcom as opposed to YouTube. Well, I don't know. I would say it's a little gray area there. Why not? Well, why couldn't I? Because, for those who made it, like I said, Mr. Beast, PewDiePie, and there's a lot of other, I call them YouTube celebrities out there that are making a good living. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing I would have to say, and I speak for myself. If I ever got to that stage, the level they're at, I would make sure, and I'm sure they do, I would sock a lot of money away, especially if you're making millions of dollars, and put it away for, like I said, for a rainy day, because for the simple reason is, it could happen. Your channel could be up on an uphill climb, and then, like I said, in this video that he points out, you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm going to put the link in there. I highly recommend you guys check him out. Okay, Matt Koval, check him out. Okay, this video is good. I mean, the title alone caught my attention. Okay. And it should catch your attention too, and it should make you think and open up your eyes and say, this guy's got, well, not only to me so much, but even with Matt, he's got a good point there. What about this here? What are you going to do? Suppose you are somewhat successful. You got over 100,000 subscribers, maybe a couple 100,000, and the most important thing with this here is coming up with content. So that's why when I went back to mine, the reason why I showed you mine is I put online reseller, entrepreneur, vlogger, is for the simple reason is I got different things I could talk about. Like I like to talk about online reselling. I like to share entrepreneurial tips, things that I would think, like that may be of interest to you. And being a vlogger, just talking about how I create my videos. You share the tips and tricks and things. Let me tell you something, folks. Starting a YouTube channel, I have to admit, in the beginning, for me, I was baffled. I didn't know what my channel was going to be about. Gospel truth, I really didn't know. But I have to say one thing, in all, that I have to give accolades to eBay. And for the people who say, well, eBay, what does eBay have to do? Because it was because of eBay, I did demo videos, sneak peek videos, intro videos. And then I branched off into, with this one particular channel, or the one right now, I branched off into reselling news, Let's Talk eBay, and then I threw vlogger into the mix. Now, some people say, if you're going to start a YouTube channel, why don't you just zone in on one thing? That's the problem. That's the problem. When you zone in on one particular thing, what can you constantly talk about? I mean, me personally, if I was to talk about my iPhone 8 here, and I say, well, I got the iPhone 8, and you could do this, that, and the other thing. How much digging in can I talk about this iPhone? And not only that, let alone, there are so many other people out there that have YouTube channels that talk about iPhones, that strictly make videos with iPhones. Just another number. You know, when I was going to college for business, in the marketing class, we talked about bringing back an old product with a new twist. And when I think about this YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, that's what I think about sometimes. You know, making this channel, coming up with new content, but adding a little something different to it. You know what I'm saying? To keep the momentum going. That's the thing. That's the problem. And I think if you were to ask a lot of creators out there, they would probably tell you the same thing. That coming up with new content is it's a challenge for me. I'm sure it's a challenge for me because you're sitting here brainstorming. I keep a pen and paper with me at my desk, and I watch videos pretty much all day. Well, I take breaks in between, of course. And I listen to different creators out there, what they're talking about. And then, as I said in my other videos, I take that information and I jot things down. I'll write down the creator, the topic, where I seen it, you know. And I know, you know, with the YouTube, you have a history file, folder, whatever. You can go in there and look at that video. But I always like to keep everything on a pen and pad and write down where I seen that particular or that topic that we were in discussion at the time. But for the most part, you know, I try to keep ahead of myself with that day. I try to keep the next step. You know, what am I going to talk about next? That's why when I do a video, like even like this video now, okay, I'm thinking about what I'm going to work on tomorrow and the next day. You know, is there ever a break with it? Well, if you're the boss, which you are most likely, if you're self-employed doing this, yeah, you can pretty much call the shots. But at the same time, you don't want to be complacent, and you don't want to stagnate either. You don't say, well, you know, I run my own YouTube channel. I put out videos when I want. And, you know, if I want to put them out today, put them out today. If I don't, I'll put them out tomorrow, next week. Consistency is the most important thing with this here. I have to honestly say, from listening from other creators, and they will tell you that starting a YouTube channel is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It is a lot of work, and creating videos and putting them out there and trying to make them look good in your video editing software is a challenge itself. Because if you're a person that doesn't know how to use your video editing software, it's going to show. I'm par. My videos are par. Okay, they're nothing fancy, nothing spectacular. You know, I mean, I know I could put a lot more emphasis in this here and make it really, you know, put out some real good videos, decent videos. Well, to me, to be decent. To you guys might say, yeah, videos. You know, but for the most part, you know, you do the best you can. You know, what's that saying? Some gave all gave some. You do the best you can with what you have. I don't have fancy equipment here. I don't. I mean, what am I using? A Blue Yeti microphone. I have a Logitech Brio webcam I invested in. I bought a Stream Deck XL, which I'm adding another one to. It's going to be Stream Deck XL Plus. And that I'll talk about that when I do. I'll do the unboxing, talk a little about that when I get it. I ordered it. Couldn't get it out here. Everything all sold out. People were buying them like crazy, I guess. I don't know. All the stores I was looking for to buy this item, they were all sold out. No, it's a new thing that just came out from Elgato. It's called Stream Deck Plus. But anyway, yeah. So you know, it's something to think about. You know, here's the thing too. Folks, I noticed like when I put out my videos, I very, very rarely get any comments on them, which I guess could be a good thing in some cases. But I really don't get too many comments on the videos I put out. Like a video like this here, I probably won't get anybody to comment on it. And that's okay. Some people, they just rather watch a video and they don't really have too much to say about that particular video or that topic. And that's all right. But the thing is, comments, as long as they're nice, they do help a creator out. They do. And I would like to know, me personally, what viewers out there would like to see me talk more about. Do you want to hear me talk more about online reselling? Do you want me to do more of the vlogging where I talk about how I create my videos? Because, those little things help. But if not, if nobody wants to throw that out, that's fine. I'm just going to keep doing what I got to do anyway. But I just thought I'd throw that out there. But for the most part, folks, this is something to think about. They were saying, I don't know where I heard it from, but somebody was saying that a lot of the young students or kids today growing up, they want to be YouTube creators. Like, they don't want to go, from what I understand, they don't want to go to college. They want to do YouTube for a living. People can, there are people out there, let's put it this way, that are making a good living on YouTube. The thing is, it's like, when you're making money, especially if you're making a lot of money, it's how you invest it and how much you could save. My parents had a saying, it's not how much you make, it's how much you can save. You'd be surprised if you could take a $5 bill or a $10 bill, or maybe even a $20 bill every week, and put that $20 away, and you do it for a whole year, you'll have a nice little cash, that's saved up. It's all how you manage your money. And the thing is with me, I can't speak for you guys, but for me, if this channel was ever to grow like that and make a substantial amount of money, you could rest assured that I'm going to be putting that money away. I'm going to reinvest it and try to make it where it's going to be, hopefully I could turn it into an additional income for my retirement. I was reading where there are people over there that won the lottery, and a lot are broke. I mean, we're talking people that won millions and millions of dollars. They're broke. Can you imagine that? The guy that won $5 million, whatever, I don't know if you remember his name. I don't remember his name. He used to be the one. It's the commercial. The guy sitting in the back of the limousine. He got a nice suit on there. I won $5 million, whatever. And years later, because he helped his friends buy houses, cars, this, that, I heard that, from the story I read, he's living in a church. He's homeless. And the point I'm getting across here is, if you ever become successful on YouTube, to please take that money, invest it wisely. Okay, I mean, there are I call them again YouTube celebrities out there. They will talk. They'll show you their big, beautiful homes. I'm not going to mention names. One person bought a house for $5.6 million, another one for $4 million, $1 million, $2 million. Listen, I understand you're enjoying the fruits of your labor. I understand we only have one life to live, and there's nothing wrong with, living a nice lifestyle. But remember one thing. All of that, as fast as you got it, as fast as it can go. Okay? Seriously. People think, well, if I got it, I'll never lose it. Believe me, there are people that have been successful. Like I said, I just want the lottery people, right? Those are lottery people, but they didn't work hard for it. They just got that money because they played a lucky buck, right? A buck and a dollar, a buck and a dream, whatever it is. But that's people like that. Well, that's because my thing is, the reason why those people lost that money is because they didn't know how to invest it wisely. See, when you don't work for something and it's handed to you, you don't care as much as you did if you worked for it. I'll give you an example. I work for a corporation, an oil company over here in New York. Just want to get a swig of water. And the story I heard was the founders had two sons, and the father built the business up, and he thought he was doing the right thing, which he was to give it to his son. Now here's a man, the father, builds up a business, and it's pretty successful. Turns it over to his son. Hey, son, I'm handing this business over to you. You take care of it. I heard within 6 months to a year, the company went belly up. Why? Why did that happen? Why was it successful when the father had it? He turned it over to the son. Because the son didn't care. He didn't work for it. It was handed to him. That's like the same thing with the people who win the lottery. And I'm not saying in a bad way, but if you don't work for something, your tendencies of spending it foolishly is gonna be greater than a person who actually worked for it. Okay, I grew up in humble beginnings. My family, we weren't wealthy, but when my father made money, he worked hard for it. He watched how he spent his money, very conservative. Buy out of necessity. We bought things out of necessity. We didn't buy things saying, "Oh, I want to have it. I want to have it." I know people like that. They buy things, they don't really need it, but they'll tell you, "I buy it because it's something I want to have." Well, if you're not going to use it, why tie that money up? And the point I'm stressing here is, with YouTube is, it interrelates, because for the simple reason is, if you have it, if you're making money, tons of money, like I call these people, like I said, YouTube celebrities out there, and they're making the money. If you have a lot of it socked away, that's great. You have a nice, they say a golden parachute. But for the people that don't have it right now, which is me right now, I don't make any money with this channel. But for the most part, if I do ever get to that status, you could, like I said again, you could be rest assured that I'm going to put that money away for my retirement, my golden years. And that's the thing. What's that saying? People say that's that crazy saying, live fast or whatever, and just spend whatever, splurge. I don't know. What they got a saying like that. I'm not that type of person. But if you get a chance, watch Matt Colville's video. Okay, watch it. I'll drop the link below. It's only 4 minutes long, a little over 4 minutes long. Listen to what he has to say. And again, this is for people who are thinking about starting a YouTube channel, already have an established YouTube channel. I have an established YouTube channel. I've been, like I said, I've been on YouTube since 2013. And I love it. And I will still stay with it. Everybody has a different situation. Like if you have a government check coming in or whatever, a person's got pension coming in, it's different. They could afford to do something like this here. But if you're a person that don't have that, and you're working a full-time job, or let's say you're a person on, you have a small amount of money coming in, maybe Social Security or a small pension, whatever, it might be a whole different ballgame for you. And the thing is, with a situation like that, is how much time do you put in? How much time could you afford to put into this YouTube channel where you can make a sustainable income from it? That's the thing. That's the thing that gets me thinking. Because I always say to myself, how long is it going to take for me to get like that? Suppose I put in all this time in here, another 5 or 10 years. I'm getting older, folks. I don't know much longer I could. I'm going to do it as long as I can. But I don't know what the outcome is going to be, and that's what you guys should be thinking about too. But as I said it, and I'm going to keep on saying it too. Don't give up on your dreams, folks. And I don't know if it sounds like I'm like I'm contradicting myself in this video, but I'm being upfront and honest with you. If you enjoy creating videos and this is your thing, don't give up on your dreams. Because you do only have one life to live. We all do, right? And if this is something you want to achieve and do, this is part of that's something you feel you want to do it, go for it. You're going to walk this path once in life. You might as well do something you enjoy doing. And if creating videos is what you love doing, or if you're an online reseller like me as well, that you like to sell on eBay or different other platforms, whatever, and those are the things you like, and they make you happy, go for it. And stay away from the naysayers. Don't let the naysayers tell you, "Oh, it can't be done. You'll never." Look, like I said, when I first started my YouTube channel, I had no clue. I had no clue. And I looked back at it and I said, okay, my channel's slow growing. It's got over 1,000 subscribers, which is good. I met the thresholds, 4,000 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers in order to get the channel monetized. But let me tell you something, folks. I am nowhere getting any money like people think or anything like that. Believe me, it's not what you're thinking. But it's a start. Could it lead into something else? I don't know. I'm in it just like you are. But the whole idea and the whole premise behind creating this video is not to knock YouTube whatsoever. Like I said, I love YouTube. It's just to open your eyes up and make you think. Okay, it should be a video that's just to, like, you know, kick that idea in your head. Hey, what's going to happen in the next 5 or 10 years? What am I going to do? Where is this channel going? Where do I see this channel going? And that's what I tell people too. If you're going to start a YouTube channel, don't start too many channels. Keep one. Stick with one. And if you feel there's a necessity that you need to go to another one, then that's a different story. But folks, please, whatever you do, don't have multiple channels when you're first starting out. Don't do that. And the other thing I will say is, I like to say in my videos, if you are thinking about starting a YouTube channel, or you already have an established YouTube channel, the 3 things I always talk about, and people who follow me know what I'm going to say: keep it real, keep it original, and let your channel grow organically. And the other important thing is good titles and good thumbnails. Okay? Just with that basic information I gave you should be enough to help you launch your channel. Okay? This is not rocket science, folks. All right? It's not rocket science. Just like it's not rocket science to sell on eBay either. You don't have to be you don't have to be a genius to sell on eBay, and you don't have to be a genius to start a YouTube channel. But the thing is, you don't want to go into it. You want to go into it with a clear head. And like I said again, stay away from the naysayers. If you bring this idea to them and they say, "Oh, I don't think that's going to work. Yeah, that's foolish. Should never." Tune them out. Don't be rude, but just tune that idea out. Don't let people, tell you it can't be done. I'm proof of it. I'm a small YouTube creator, but if I could do it, you could do it. Okay? Just like it says in this banner here. Help, inspire, and share. That's what I'm going to do. And you know something? No matter how many YouTubers out there or people who hit my YouTube channel follow me or subscribe to me, that's totally up to them. But I'll tell you right now, I'm going to be putting more videos out like this, and other videos too. Who knows? I might put some do-it-yourselves and how-to videos out there on this channel. Some people may bake theirs. Oh, well, you should start different channels if you're going to do. Folks, if I start a YouTube channel of all the ideas I have, I'll be here from now till doomsday doing it. There's not enough hours in a day to do it. Now, there may be people that say, "Well, I beg to differ. I could do that." Okay, you probably got the will and gumption to do that. That's fine. Some people may have a hard time just managing one YouTube channel. I can't fathom the idea of managing 5 or 6 channels. It's just too much. I don't have a team. And those people that do that, they probably have a team most likely. I don't have one. I'm everything. I'm the everything man, the go-to man. The producer, the editor, the creator, the guy who does the recording of the video. I do it all. I'm a one-man band here, folks. Can't afford. I couldn't afford. Even if I had ideas like that, I couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford to pay people to do that for me. So, do what you have to do. And if the idea comes up, and I talked this in my other videos, where people say, "Well, what do I do a video about?" Well, you know what I always tell people in my videos? We all have talents and passions. You have a talent and a passion. I do. And people say, "Well, what is it? How do you know?" Well, what are you good at? You may be good at building things. You could teach people how to build. Maybe you're a carpenter. Or maybe you're a person who knows how to paint beautiful paintings. You could be you're an artist. You could teach people how to paint. You could be the next Bob Ross. Or a cook. Or a baker. Or an auto mechanic, teaching people how to fix certain parts of the cars. Not building engines, but, things like that. The list it's endless. It just goes on and on and on. What's that saying? The only limitation is your imagination. Folks, You could do this. I'm telling you. And you know what? I was talking to a relative of mine, and we talk about videos. I said, you know something? The silliest things people will watch on YouTube. I mean, I could take a picture. I could do a video on this here, showing you how to take the batteries out and put your batteries in, and talk a little about it. Do you know people will watch it? Some people might say, well, I don't think they're going to watch it right to the end. No, they may not, but they'll tune in to look at it, to see what it's all about. And if I held this thing up, this Logitech mouse, and I put on a topic there, would you like to know how to change the batteries, or something along that line there? Do you know? I bet you people will tune in, to watch that video. I talked about this video in my other videos, in the past videos. There's a guy, a creator out there. Well, not a guy. There's a creator out there that did a video on squishing things. And folks, no exaggeration, all you see is the rear tire running over grapes, cherries, apples, whatever they can fit under the tire. And people watch it. They watch it. And you know how I could attest to it? I'm one of them. Why? Because I watch things because I'm a person of curiosity. And that's the other thing. People will watch videos out of curiosity. They will. Just to be curious, Have you ever looked at YouTube and you see a video come up, you see a thumbnail and say, I got to check that out. What's this person doing? Oh, they make an expression, their face is like shocked or whatever. They're making these faces there, whatever. Some put titles, some don't. And you look and you say, I got to check it out. It's a good way to attract attention, right? But I'm telling you guys, you could do it. Seriously. And I'm going to leave you with this. When that time comes and you do create a video or videos, and you'll see what I'm talking about. If you're subscribed to my channel, you may say, hey, Rich, I took your advice, or I listened to what you had to say. I want to call it advice, whatever. And I started my channel, and this is what it's all about, and this is how many views it's got, this is how many subscribers it's got. That'd be great. You want to share it with us? Great. But you will get views. And no doubt, you will get subscribers. And I know it sounds crazy. People might say, well, why would anyone want to subscribe to a channel like mine? The thing is, coming up with the creativity is the hard part. Like I said, coming up with different content. Sometimes you got to brainstorm these things. In some cases, you sit there, you think about, well, let's see, what am I going to talk about now? Again, you got to think of these things. But that video with Matt, how long the creators last. Check that video out. I'm going to drop the link. Let me know what you think, guys. And again, I just want to say, for those out there who are, thinking about starting a YouTube channel, or you already have an established YouTube channel, I'm wishing you guys all the best of luck. Don't give up on your dreams. Stick to it. It'll work. If it's working for me, it's going to work for you. My name is Rich Bassini. I'll talk to you the next time. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share. And if you want to be updated when I post out new videos, please hit that bell notification icon. Until next time, bye-bye for now.